For Father's Day,
What's up?
topic of the night is 5 effective tools for fatherhood. And we'll probably shoot you a couple of bonus tools, right? Um, when you think about Alial,
Mm-hmm.
to you, when you think about tools
Mm-hmm.
that you feel like a father should have, as far as to be a good father, to be an effective father, what pops into your head?
Be there, physically.
Present.
Presence. That's the number one thing to me.
Presence?
Yeah.
Shout out to Premium Pete. His thing was always presence over presence.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to give him a shout out on that because that's too good of a jewel and it always stuck with me. And presence over presence. So,
Didn't you say something different, though?
me?
Yeah.
How's it?
I thought you said as long as the bread is there, you was okay. Like, you ain't have
Well,
to,
I let you live that
you don't
down.
need the presence.
Me personally, I didn't need that. But I feel like me being a girl dad
Mhm.
and me improving on the design, I'm going to try to do both.
Okay.
You know, me personally coming up, dad, whatever I needed something, dad always had it for me.
Mm-hmm.
But, he wasn't really active at the games. He wasn't really on the scene for certain things, It was cool. I never took it personal. I understood,
Mm-hmm.
It takes time to make money,
You understood that back then?
I understood it back then because coming up, I grew up in a 1-bedroom apartment in Queens, in Flushing, Queens, on top of a Chinese restaurant. By the age of 7, we moved out to Long Island with a pool in my backyard, and I had my own room. I was like, yo, keep on doing what you doing, big nigga. that shit working, big nigga. That's all right. Yo, you stay off out the house, man. We all right. We keep the pool warm for you, baby.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It was working. It's cool. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And he was home. He tried. It wasn't like when he wasn't, but he was out the house. He was out there getting it.
Mm-hmm.
But I saw the benefits of it. If I needed money, if I needed something for like, we used to get the little books, the little papers from school, and you could order some books and all that. I had that money, you know what I mean? If I had to go on a ski trip, I had that money. If I needed a new basketball, I had that, you know what I mean? It was really never too much nose.
Yeah.
But when it was time to come to the games and all that, you got to take the good with the bad. I don't know if I had the, if I had the mental aptitude to really understand that when I was a kid, but somehow I kind of understood it.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Alial, as far as your father,
Well,
how was his presence?
he was there. I mean, he was there, but he didn't go play catch with me.
Mhm.
And he was there in the house. He wasn't like he was working all the time. I mean, he worked.
Mm-hmm.
And like what Greg was saying, he got money and everything from his father. I don't know his situation, but my situation was my father gave me what I needed, not basically what I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
But he wasn't the type. I don't know. His love was different, I guess, for me. So I guess my love for my kids when I got older, maybe that's why, because I had my kids so young, my early daughter so young. Because
How old were you?
when I first had my first daughter, I was 19 when I first had my first daughter.
19 club. Me too, man.
Right. So it was different. Now, sometimes my mom had to like tell my father, make him do certain things, but he wasn't that type. Like to show love and affection like that,
Mm-hmm.
to go out there, let's play catch, let's do this. He wasn't like that. But I took that and tried to make it, I'm going to do it. I'm not going to be like my father.
Right.
Gotcha.
Improve
So-
on
So I
design.
had to prove. So I try to improve.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
How about you, Ron?
Um,
Producers around?
he was. I would equate him to like what you said. Like my pops. He was a workaholic. He was definitely a workaholic.
What's a workaholic? I just feel like that's like that's a. I feel like it's a way to like.
Cop out?
Nah, it's not a cop out. It's a bad word for someone who's getting it.
Oh.
I'm not saying he didn't have to work.
Right.
Right. He had to work hard because he had a lot of responsibilities.
Right.
Right. But he did prioritize working. And he probably felt in his head, in his heart, and everywhere that that was the just thing to do.
Don't most men do that?
Most men do it, but I feel like hopefully as they get older and they get wiser, they find a balance.
Right.
Right?
So
Life is when you at a certain age, it's about that trying to go get it when you're on the incline of trying to accumulate things and get your shit up.
Yeah.
Right.
But eventually you think about balance, right?
Yeah.
Right now,
And especially men with like a low educational, level. I got some college.
yeah.
So I have to be out the house 60 hours a week, maybe more, to make what I need to make.
No, I get it, but I don't think it really. The scope of work might be harder, and you might have to do more to make more money, right? But the mentality, I don't think it's different for blue collar, white collar. It could be a white collar guy that's a workaholic also.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
All right.
A guy on Wall Street can still be out there working 12 hours a day.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Now,
So
okay. So sorry.
as far as like with me right now, I'm going through a transition, right? So business wise, I have to create some new opportunities, but in that time, I'm finding a lot of time to spend with my kids, and I'm seeing the balance, right?
Nice.
And of course, I still want to cater to my business, but in a perfect world, I have balance where I'm able to pick up my kids from school and take them to school, take care of my business, and go to the activities and things like that.
Absolutely.
Like my father, I don't think he's ever been at any of my sporting events as a kid, as I was growing up. The only, the time when I did connect with him, when I was of age to work, and I was able to work with him.
Papers, boy?
Right.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's when we kind of formed
Your bond got tighter.
Exactly. So,
Chip off the old block.
but I guess being a father, you can be there enough to have an impact and have a presence in your child's life,
Right.
without necessarily being at everything, right?
Yeah.
They're there. You know what I mean?
I don't miss nothing.
I
ain't gonna
think
hold you.
I
I
think
ain't
if
gonna
you
hold
went to
you,
a
dog.
therapy session, you might break down like, I want my dad. He missed the basketball game. He missed this game.
Honestly, he came to a practice. No, he picked me up from a practice. I think it was like a snowstorm or whatever. So he was coming in from the city, and he caught me at the practice, and he came in. And we were running suicides at the end. And I seen him. I was like, ooh, I'm about to run. I was running.
You wanted to show out for him.
I'm gonna sit down, you know what I mean? Like, it felt good having them see me, but I kind of got it. Like, I understood like a man's world.
So
it ain't all glamorous.
so
You know what I mean?